What is up? What is going on? I gotta check the chat. Check the chat. I don't look too crazy, do I? I just wanted to hop on here for IRL. I just left this place, Born to Game. This place called Born to Game. I just left it. It's like a comic book shop slash table games. They got Dungeons and Dragons. They got Gundam. They got Magic the Gathering, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon. Like, you get it, like a hobby shop, like all of that. I just picked up some stuff, just a little bit of things from there, and then I wanted to hop on here and then show you guys everything that I picked up. So I got like a combination of stuff. I got games and comics. Like, both of those are stuff that like I'm interested in. So I'm gonna show them all, starting from like what I'm like least excited about all the way up until like what I'm most excited about. So we're gonna like, so even, I'm not even gonna call it least excited, but like they priced this to me for $5. It's a DC Vertigo. So it's like a subsect of DC, not necessarily the mainline continuity. So it's like I talked about like the comic series Preacher and like all that kind of stuff. It's kind of like a retro, not even retro, more like an underground urban type of deal. I got like the whole, I think it's called Sebastian O. I got the whole 3-part series. So I think that's 3 of 3 right there. This is the first issue. They sold me this whole set for $5. So when I seen that, I was like, okay, yeah, like we here. So I was like, I got that. Second, I'm not really excited about it, only because I own Watchmen already. You don't know Alan Moore, but this is like a compact DC paperback. So it's like I own it in 3 different pieces. So this is like one piece, even though it's not really that long of a story, like how I guess the issues were dropped. But this is gonna come with like all of like those extra little things that you know, they cut out some of the content in the version that I have. So it's like they have like those extra stories. They got them extra letters and stuff in here. So I need some artwork. This is Dr. Manhattan on Mars and a Silk Spectre trying to save the world. So I got this Watchmen, $10. So we 5 and 10. Hopefully we keeping like a running count of how much money that I spent here, because I'm not gonna say it all. So now let's get into some of the games that I bought. Actually, like before I get into the games, I'm gonna get into the last 2 comics that I got, because I'm really excited about these, and I was gonna save them for last, but just keeping in the theme. I got this Hellboy in the BPRD 1952. Hellboy hasn't been done that much justice in the live action, but I feel like I really like the artwork, and I really like the way that, I don't know, is it the atmosphere, the feeling that I get from reading Hellboy books is like unmatched. It feels like, and it's really weird to explain. It's like back in the day, like playing zombies or something by yourself. Like you didn't want to do it by yourself because it was like, oh my God, no, it's just like scary or something. But it's like I get this really uneasy feeling like looking at these artwork, and just, I don't know. Hellboy he's a different type of comic book character. Like, he is opposite of everything. Like, you know, he's big and strong, but I mean, hell, like, you know, like the devil isn't something that isn't seen as a superhero. So it's like a subversion of all that. And for it to be a superhero comic, it more falls in line with that horror genre. But to be honest, yes, this right here, I'm super excited to go through this. This is supposed to be like a prequel to the original Hellboy story. The sequel story is like the Hellboy in Hell. That's also written by Mike Mignola. They also got some other BPRD spinoffs, but I'm not gonna read those. I'm only interested in like the main line story and all the ones that were, you know, penned by Mignola. So that's 3. And that one, I'm gonna check my receipt. I think the receipt, did they give me a receipt? That bastard. Hold on. Nah, I don't think I got a receipt. So, oh wait, no, here it is. Here's the receipt. They got it all. So Hellboy in the BPRD, this joint cost me $20, and it's a paperback. I could have got this online for like $5 easily. So 20, 5, and 10. Where does that put us at? I don't know. 15, 25, 10, 15. All right, and then the last comic book that I got was this first print of Preacher. And Preacher is like it's a comic book series by Garth Ennis. Garth Ennis is big right now, mainly for The Boys. A lot of his other comics and stuff that he put out, I mean, he's got a lot of live action stuff, like him, Mike Millar, I'm pretty sure that's what his name is. Like, a lot of his superhero universes and stuff have already been realized live action, but Preacher. So it's like, yeah, Preacher. I talked about this joint before. This is a first print, first issue. The only reason why I got this is because I plan on getting this signed by Garth Ennis. I think I'm gonna be able to catch him at some kind of Comic-Con or catch him at something. But if I can get this signed, that's really gonna boost me up. That's gonna turn me up on like a whole other level. So it's like it's first print. So I already own all the Preacher. Like, I have all the issues. Like, I have all the paperbacks. I think the artwork is really cool. Ennis and Dillon also worked on Punisher together. Punisher is huge right now because of course, Daredevil, but allegedly he's going to be in Spider-Man Born Again. So Garth Ennis is he's one of those, I would call him underground, but you can't even call him underground since a lot of his work is being, you know, transitioned into live action. Like, not a lot of comic book writers get their work. Sometimes they get it adapted in different ways or inspired by, but Garth Ennis literally has multiple different properties that have been made into TV shows. And I think maybe because he's edgy or seen as edgy, so people like giving him money because, you know, et cetera, et cetera. Now on to the games. I got a couple video games and NBA 2K14. Only reason why I got this is because I'm trying to get the NBA 2K14 for Xbox One or for PS4. I can get it online, but I want to go to a store and buy it and see if I can find it somewhere, because this thing cost me $5, no shipping, anything. That's kind of similar to how much I would have paid for it like online, but it may have been shipping. So $5 I think is a real good price for this one. I'm not mad at all by it. This is the LeBron one. I like getting these old ones because I really enjoy the playlists that were in here. It's like now they done brought a lot of those old songs back because they know at those 2Ks, like, that's kind of really what it's all missing. Like, the gameplay and shit is improving, but the soundtrack is really what create that atmosphere, what really like help people to remember it. Like, and to create a legend or to my career, like, I think, I mean, for the Xbox 360, they didn't get really into depth with it, but in 2K14 for the Xbox One, like that current gen at the time for 2016, it was like they were adding, like, you know, the real players, and then you had like a rival, and Michael B. Jordan was a rival, and then there was a one dude, Jackson Ellis. I don't know if y'all remember that, but 2K had a prime, and it was somewhere in this time right here, not particularly with this game, but they were getting close to it. I also got 007 Quantum of Solace. Now, this one was $10. Now, the reason why I got this game was because I'm collecting all the 007 games. I'm gonna have all of them. Now, I have a pretty good collection for it now. Eventually, that's gonna be something that, like, I stream eventually. But yeah, Quantum of Solace, like, it's based off that second Daniel Craig movie. It's a 360. I plan on playing all these games on stream at one point. All the 007s. I have almost all of them. Like, it's 2 more that I gotta get. But those are the ones I'm gonna stream. Like, it's gonna be mainly, like, you know, retro in terms of PS2, like, you know, Nightfire, like, you know, those classic ones. But then there's a couple on the 360 featuring this guy. The Daniel Craig games that are kind of low-key. Like, Bloodstone was like that third-person action one, but this was one that was also swept under the rug. It kind of was just seen as like a generic shooter at the time. But revisiting all these games, I'm kind of trying to see if any of them hold up and to what way. We're going to see about that. And in that same theme of, like, old games to see if they hold up, this game right here, The Order 1886. The Order 1886. Now, when this joint came out, it was like a PS4, like a launch title. And so it was like, it was huge at the time. It was like the graphics, they thought this was like the biggest thing, you know what I'm saying? They were really trying to push the envelope on what gaming was supposed to look like. I remember the cutscenes and stuff like being shown on TV, like, oh yeah, like this is shot on PS4, and like they would say that, and that was the first time you started seeing like rendered in game or in game footage. Like when you started seeing that, that's when they were trying to show you like it looked just as real on here as it do, you know, when you get the game. You know, back in the day, the box art or the cutscene, it'd be like, yo, the cutscene is fire, and then it would cut to like PS2 or, you know, the worst pixelated, you know what I'm saying? But this is where that started. It started with like, yeah, the same thing you watching on there, like made with in-game footage. It started with this drawing right here. So basically that's all of the haul. Like that's basically all that I got. Like I got the 2K, NBA 2K. I'm gonna just run through it one more time. I got the NBA 2K 14. That drone cost me about $5. This drone was 10, but they charged me these drones 2 for 10. So it's like 5 and 5, 2 for 10. Like they gave me $5 off. So we sitting at $15 between these 3 games. $5 a piece, not bad. The most expensive part was my Vertigo comic, my Preacher #1. This is the first print. So like I said, I plan on getting this signed. Hopefully I can catch Garth Ennis at like a Comic-Con or something. Or hopefully you see this video. I'm gonna probably do a update video, probably showing you all the Preacher that I have, because I have all of it. You'll see it. But yeah, Garth Ennis, hopefully he sees this and hopefully he can sign my book. I got Sebastian O. I started with that one. It's the whole set, so it got the whole thing in it, like all the way from issue 1 to the 3 of 3. So it's the entire set. I got the whole Sebastian O set. So that's 2. Where we at, like 40-50 bucks plus the 60-90. Watchmen, already own this. It was 10 bucks, but it's compact. It's a compact paper, so it's like I can kind of display this more. I can probably put this one up because my other one's a little bit more beat down, so this is kind of just a pickup for the sake. And then lastly, my Hellboy book was also expensive. It was like 20 bucks. Could have definitely got this way more cheaper with it being a trade and a kind of old one at that. But yeah, not mad at all. Overall, it was like $95, $110, something like that. But nothing too crazy. Not too mad about my haul. Just wanted to stop in and show you guys what I picked up. I might chop this up and put it on YouTube, but who knows. Check out my YouTube at Birdman Fancy and check out my Twitch at Birdman Fancy for more content like this. I don't know if you guys want more stuff like this, the IRLs, who knows, let's see. But catch me later.